All right, please introduce yourself and your discipline.
My name is Rachel Jacques, and I'm in the Kinesiology Sport and Recreation program with a sports performance major.
What are typical careers in your field, and what careers have you considered?
There are countless numbers of career opportunities in my field. Some include becoming a physiotherapist, an occupational therapist, a sport injury manager, or even just simply a kinesiologist. One career that I have started pursuing is injury management. This particular discipline caught my interest after taking a class last year called Sport Injury Management. This class taught us about all the different types of injuries that could happen to an athlete, what causes these injuries, and how to manage them. I was especially interested in the labs for this class, which consisted of learning how to tape an athlete's ankle, leg, hand, arm, and shoulder. And as an athlete myself, I felt a real personal connection to this field of study.
Awesome. And what are other fields of study that your field of study interacts with? And explain a specific situation in which this occurs.
There are many fields of study that interact with kinesiology. This includes medicine, exercise science, and even education. Kinesiology, in a way, is an educational approach that focuses on exploring a person's own way of learning and developing oneself through natural movement. A specific example of this would be a gym teacher. A teacher's main role is to help the students learn specific skills, and some of those skills needed in physical education can be acquired from kinesiology.
And what are some examples of things you learn in kinesiology?
The introductory 100 level courses you take include human anatomy and physiology. These classes are the building blocks to understanding the basics. Anatomy teaches you about all the muscles, organs, ligaments, and organs and what they are. And the physiology is about how they all work together in the body.
Great. And how can you get ahead in the field of kinesiology?
Yeah, there are a number of summer internships available with sport clinics or physiotherapy clinics. But if you're looking for something during the school year, all students have the option to sign up to become a student kinesiologist for one of the varsity sports teams. The job of a student kinesiologist is to help the athletes with injury prevention through training as well as taping the athlete.
Awesome. Please introduce yourself and your discipline.
Hi, my name's Alexia, and I'm in the Bachelor's of Arts in Recreation, Sports, and Tourism program.
What are typical careers in your field? What careers have you considered and why?
There are many possible career paths that come out of my program. Many choose to go into the path of becoming a recreation therapist, which allows families and individuals to return and participate in leisure activities. Other careers someone can pursue are a tourism operator, provincial sports director, facility operator, just to name a few. I have considered possible careers in the sport and recreation route as I have been involved in played sports my whole life. I am super interested in the structure of how a sports organization runs. And a professional interest I have is sports marketing and how leadership in pro sports organizations work.
What are other fields of study that your field interacts with? And can you explain a specific situation in which this occurs?
Recreation, sports, and tourism is an interdisciplinary field, meaning it overlaps with several other areas of study. One of them is business administration. Sports and tourism, like any industry, require strong business skills. For example, if you're working as a sports event manager, you'll need a solid understanding of budgeting and financial forecasting. Marketing communication is another field we interact with. In sports marketing, professionals must know how to effectively communicate with fans and sponsors. For instance, if you're marketing a major league game, you might work with communication professionals to tailor messaging across different platforms, ensuring it resonates with various demographics while leveraging fan loyalty.
What are some examples of the things you learn in this program?
The introductory courses start with the foundations of what leisure and recreation is, how a sports organization is structured. Other topics later in the course include human resource management, all of the different aspects in recreation facilities, and what does marketing look like in sports, recreation, and tourism.
How do you get ahead in your field?
There are many possible opportunities to get involved in this field. Some are internships with sports teams, marketing agencies, and event planning firms, as well as volunteering in your community in an area you are interested in are two great ways to get involved. Also, staying updated with industry trends, gaining practical experience, and continually developing leadership and communication skills are crucial for success in this field.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself and your discipline.
Hi, my name is Aurora DuBois-Oka. I am in the Native Studies faculty. although I have plans to move into the law program after I complete this degree.
What are typical careers in your field? What are careers you have considered and why?
I don't think that there are too many typical careers within my discipline, just due to the fact that we are a very new faculty, and Native Studies isn't really offered in post-secondary anywhere else. So this degree can be used with a multitude of disciplines like, education, rec, all law, basically anything can, have these be enmeshed with the Native Studies.
What are other fields of study that your field of study interacts with? Explain a specific situation in which this occurs.
One of them is, one of my favorite interactions is probably within the law program. I think it's really important that we value and, kind of bring this stuff in, because it's way later than it should have been, and the Indigenous input, the importance of it within the law community, within the way things are done, like even in, the institutions, the government, healthcare, all of these things, but probably the law and just raising Indigenous voices within these academic communities and within like the law community, and among other things.
What are some examples of things you learn in Native Studies?
I have actually learned the importance of language revitalization. I've taken 2 years of Cree, which was a big thing for me because I didn't grow up with language. Recognizing Indigenous ways of being and knowing, and placing that value within them, because there's a lot of important lessons in there. I've also been learning how to decolonize myself, and that is its own huge journey that I am partaking in, and I will probably never be done with that, but we'll see.
How can you get ahead in the field of Native Studies?
I think any field would, the best things to focus on, I think, is networking. Like, not, being comfortable enough with yourself and being able to be put into situations where you normally wouldn't find yourself, or talking to people that you normally wouldn't talk to. It really helps with every aspect of your life. Being an active listener, I think, is a huge part of anything in the world, and that really helps with, I think, Native Studies in particular, because for a long time people didn't listen, and that's where my passion comes from. And I think finding your passion within whatever you're doing is just, that's all you can really hope for, even when those passions change.
Great, thank you.